Jai Shri Shri Guru Garanga Gandharvika Giridhari Radha Sham Sundar Radha Vinod Bihari Ki Jai. Jai Nitya Ripstone Vishnupad Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Bhaman Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Nitya Ripstone Vishnupad Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Nitya Ripstone Vishnupad Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Paramahamsa Jagat Guru Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Paramahamsa Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Sachinanda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Vaishna Sarabhoma Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Shri Raghunath Das Shri Raghunath Bhatta Shri Gopal Bhatta Shri Jiva Goswami Ki Jai. Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Nittai Gaur So Maharaj has asked me to say a few opening words before he begins the main lecture. By the good fortune of Bhagawan and Bodhayan Maharaj just came from far away to give this program. By our good fortune, it's also the day of Haridas Thakur's disappearance. Haridas Thakur, as you all know, is the manifestation of Lord Brahma. And Brahma is the sampradaya that we are in. Brahma Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. So in this way we get to honor Brahma, Haridas Thakur, and our Vaishnava Sampradaya root all at once. Haridas Thakur appeared 35 years before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in what is known today as Bangladesh. He was actually born in a very poor Brahmin family, but his mother and father died of cholera when he was 3 or 4 years old, and a friend of his father named Khan raised him from that time on. So it was considered that he was considered by everyone present to be in the Muslim line because he was raised by a Muslim family. So even at a young age, he was attracted to Krishna consciousness. And so when he got old enough, he left his Muslim family and started doing solitary bhajan all through Bangladesh and then Bengal. Now you might wonder why such a great devotee as Haridas Thakur, that we call Namacharya Haridas Thakur, because he chanted 3 lakhs of Harinam every day. Why did such a great devotee have to take birth and be raised by Muslims? So the reason for this has to do with Krishna Leela. When Krishna was performing his pastimes in Vrindavan, everyone knows this story, so I'll be brief. He and the cowherd boys went out, and Hamsa had sent the snake demon Aghasura to kill Krishna. So at that time, Aghasura asked him, how will I know who Krishna is out of all the cowherd boys? And Hamsa said, well, I've heard from my spies that he wears a peacock feather and yellow cloth. So Aghasura was thinking, okay then, I know where he is. So when Krishna was traveling with his cowherd friends, the cowherd friends they're always playing. So they ran ahead, and one of them looked at him and said, look at that huge cave there. And the other cowherd said, that's not a cave, that's a snake. And they said, how can a snake be so big? They said, it doesn't matter, let's go in and see. So then they said, well, what if something happens? And the cowherd boy says, it doesn't matter, Krishna will save us. Doesn't matter. So then they all marched in. So then Krishna had just come over a little hill, and he saw all his cowherd boys enter the snake's mouth. He's thinking, my friends, because Krishna does not know he's the Supreme Lord. You have to understand. Yogamaya arranges it so he can fully enjoy his pastimes in the guise of human. So he was thinking, all my friends are going, wait, but they were already gone. So then he was thinking, well, I have to go save them. And so then a little bit of his potency pops out, just 5 or 7%, And he goes down, and everyone knows he goes in the snake's mouth, expands himself into a huge form. The snake chokes, dies with his mouth open, And then Krishna looks at the cowherd boys. By his look, he brings them all back to life. They thought just a second had passed, and then they all come out again. So when they all came out again, Krishna noticed that all the cows had drifted off while this Leela was happening. But Brahma, oh yes, thank you. But Brahma, he had seen all this from his Pushpa carrier behind the clouds. And he was just watching in amazement. And he saw the Atma of Aghasura come out of Aghasura's body, go into the sky, and then enter Krishna's feet. So, Brahma's the architect of the material creation. This material creation, he never saw that before. So he was saying, who is this person that the Atma goes into this person's feet? He could understand it was the Atma. And he was saying, I've never seen that before. So he said, let me test him. So when Krishna went to find the cows that were over the hill, then Brahma stole all the cowherd boys and put him in Yoga Nidra in some dimension somewhere safe. Yes. So when Krishna came back over the hill, the cows were behind him because he had called them with his flute. Every cow leader knows their melody. He came back over the hill and he saw all his cowherd boys were gone. So he ran down the hill. And when he ran down the hill, then Brahma also stole all the cows behind him. So, calf, yes, right, calf. Krishna was, he wasn't 7 yet, he was still 6. He was taking out the calves, exactly. So then, when Krishna looked back behind him, he saw all the cows were gone. So now sunset was coming. It's time to go home. All the mothers are waiting for their boys. All the mother cows are waiting for their calves. Krishna was in a predicament. They have to be on their way home by sunset. So he immediately expanded himself as all the cowherd boys and all the cows, all the baby calves. So meanwhile, Brahma, 1 second in Brahmaloka is like equal to 1 year on earth. So Brahma had just looked away and to see where everything was okay, and exactly 1 year later, Krishna again, okay, just before this happened, a few days before this happened, Krishna and Balaram had gone out with the cows. And so these cows that Krishna expanded as, they were like 11 months, almost 1 year old. And the mother cows had new babies. So when a mother sees her new baby, she runs to that new baby. But Balaram saw the mother cows ignore their new babies and run to these 1 year old babies. So Balaram said, I never saw that before. And so then he could understand, Krishna, what's going on? And then Krishna explained to him the whole Leela. Because the day that Brahma stole the cows was the day, and the cowherd boys was the day that was Balaram's birthday, Purnima. And he was stayed at home for his festival, his birthday festival. And so this would happen. So to make a long story short, Brahma made an offense for stealing the cowherd boys and the calves. And so he realized that he made this offense, and he always wanted to atone for it. But Krishna just ignored him. Like, you worthless fellow, why did you disrupt my pastimes? Like that. So still, Brahma was persistent. He said, I must try to atone for this offense. So one time when Krishna was going through the forest, he approached Krishna and said, I made a grievous offense. Please tell me how I may atone for it. So then Krishna said, okay, when I take birth as in my golden form as Gauranga, you will appear and you will be treated like a low caste. You will be treated like a low caste. And at that time, you will chant my name incessantly, up to 3 lakhs a day. And so that's how Haridas Thakur atoned for this offense. But the chanting was just for the offense of stealing the cowherd boys. The offense for stealing the cows was more grievous. Go Brahmana Hitaya. We all know that. Krishna takes care of the cows first, then he takes care of the Brahmanas. So then, unbeknownst to Haridas, he had only completed half the atonement. So this is why, when he offended the Qazi, the Muslim magistrate, he was whipped in 22 marketplaces to atone for the fast of stealing the cowherd, the calves, because Krishna does not tolerate that. So this is basically his Leela, and Even though he got whipped in 22 marketplaces and should have been dead, Mahaprabhu took all his blows. He took all his blows. And at the end, after he got whipped by 22 marketplaces, brutally whipped, I mean brutally whipped, with canes. The soldier said, listen, you're not dead. And then Haridas said, well that's inconvenience to you? So he said, yes, we'll be killed if we don't bring your dead body. So he said, okay then. And he stopped all his bodily processes and went into some form of yoga nidra and laid there as if dead. So when the Kazi came, he came and he said, is he dead? He said, yes. Don't even give him burial rites. Just throw his body into the Ganga, like that. So they threw his body into the Ganga, and then Haridas just was floating, and he floated some miles away. Then his consciousness came back, he walked ashore, and he was a normal person again. Then when Sankazi found out that he had come back alive, he was still alive, he went to him immediately. He could see, I can see, understand now you were a saintly person. Please, chant wherever you want, however you want, and do whatever you want, you know? And so then he got a little bit of mercy like that. So this is the early little history about Haridas Thakur. And Maharaj, you ready to continue? Or I talk a little more? Okay. So this is the early part of how... Okay. This is the early history of Haridas Thakur. So Haridas Thakur had many, many leelas that were instructional for Vaishnavas. I mean, he performed many, many leelas. His steadfastness in devotion was extraordinary. There's one famous leela I will tell. Okay, so there was this one envious magistrate named Ramchandra Khan, and Haridas had acquired he was famous in the area because his devotion was so magnificent that all the townspeople just looked at him as saintly. So Ramchandra Khan could not tolerate this. He said, how is it possible that some half-caste Brahmin Muslim can be respected so much by the people? So he asked his minister, do you think he's saintly? So then the minister, he had to be diplomatic, that was his boss. He said, well, what I consider doesn't matter, but the people think he's saintly. And so Ramchandra Khan says, I cannot accept this. This is burning me. So he said, we should do something to prove that he's a charlatan. So the minister said, well, whatever you decide, we will follow, of course. So then he instructed the minister, you find me some first-class prostitutes. Now, these girls should not look like prostitutes. They should look like very first-class women. And you bring them here to me tomorrow. So then the minister said, yes. So the next day, Ramchandra Khan came and said, are these prostitutes here? He said, yes, they're here. So he said, okay, I want you to give an introduction for me saying that whoever can fulfill what I want them to fulfill, they will be very well rewarded. So then the minister went in there and he said to them, listen, girls, Ramchandra Khan has one special mission for one of you, whichever one is the most competent. And you must show that one saintly person is truly a charlatan. So then they all huddled together and they decided, let's hear his proposal first to see if we can accept. So then Ramchandra comes in and he says, one of you will be a very, very rich woman in their later life. And then he gave some poetics. He said, how unfair is life and how unfair is this profession you chose to follow. In the youth of your life, everything is beautiful, but in the winter of your life, this job, whoever fulfills it will get to do it. So the prostitute that was picked to do was Yashodhara? Lakshahara. Yeah. Lakshahira, yes. So she was chosen to do this. So he said, you must prove that this saintly Haridas is a charlatan. So she said boldly, I will make him my slave in 3 days, like all the others. So then he said, good, good. So I'll give you some payment now? She says, no. I accept no payment until the job is complete. And so he said, okay, I'll send my soldiers with you today. He says, no. I must first make contact with him. I must get him to fall in love with me. So then she went. She said, I will prepare myself and go in the evening when the mood is right, like that. So she dressed herself beautifully with jewelry and everything like that, and she went to Haridas. Haridas was chanting Harinam. And she just directly said to him, oh, how handsome you look. I can tell by your yoga prowess that you're a man who's desirable by everybody. I'm smitten by you. I'm infatuated. I'm offering myself to you in body, mind, and spirit. Haridas said, listen, I must finish chanting my prescribed number of rounds, and then I will attend to whatever your desires are. So then she sat there and sat there and sat there, and then dawn came, and she said, oh, Haridas, you let me down, and she left. So she went to Chandkazi and Ramchandra Khan, and he said, okay, do I send my soldiers? He says, no, no, no. He has some vow he's doing, he's chanting. I could not seduce him at this time. So then Ramchandra Khan says, well, I'm getting impatient, so please. So the next night she went. The same thing happened. He said, I'm sorry I couldn't attend to your needs the day before, but I have this vow I made. I must chant a certain number of rounds. So please, listen to the holy name. Now, first time he didn't say listen to the holy name. He just said, I have to chant my rounds. The second day he said, just listen to the holy name, and you will be pleased. And he chanted. Then dawn came again, and she left, forlorn. She said, you let me down again. He said, no, 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 don't worry. Tonight I will finish my vow, and then I will attend to all your needs. So the third night she came. And at this third night, he said, listen, I'm almost finished. I'm so close, you can't believe it. Sit down and chant the holy names of Krishna. She said, me? Chant the holy names of Krishna? And then she had an epiphany in her heart. She said, this is a saintly person. She said, I must tell the truth. She said, oh Haridas, oh Haridas. I was sent by Ramchandra Khan to trick you, to seduce you, so you would lose your status in the community. And Haridas Thakur said, yes, I was aware of Ramchandra's plan. He's a fool. But I would have left the first day, but when you came, I stayed 2 days extra to save you. So then she said, you stayed to save me? He said, yes, I stayed to save you. How can you save me? I'm a sinner. I've seduced so many men I can't even count them. I don't want to live like this any longer. Haridas Thakur said, you won't have to live like this any longer, but you must do a few things. She said, what must I do? I'm ready to do it. First, you must give away all your wealth. She said, all my wealth? Yes, you must give it away. Give all your gold to the temple? Give all your jewelry, give all your gold to the temple? Give all your jewelry give all your jewelries to the temple? Give all
the wealth
to the Brahmins and to give to the Brahmins, and all your clothes and stuff you give to.
She felt guilty.
Yeah, she felt guilty.
She wants to be a con.
So then Haridas Thakur said, yes, then. And also you must give up your house. She said, but then how will I live? Where will I live? He said, you can live in this hut where I stay now, because I will be leaving soon. So she said, but how will I survive? He said, when the townspeople see how your change of character is, they will provide all your needs by my blessing. And so then she said, okay, I will do. He said, go. Oh, yes. Chant. All right, Maharaj. You jumped in. You jumped in. So
yes.
He said, he had a tulsi plant there. He said, you just chant, serve tulasi, and all, chant Harinam. And so she did this. And then she became very, very famous as the famous prostitute who became a devotee overnight. And Haridas immediately left that place after he gave her the hut. And this is one of the famous leelas of Haridas Thakur. I'll just tell one more, because you don't have to talk about the Madhajis. One time, Mahamaya came between Bengal, and there's a place there, I've been there, where she came to test him. And she came as so beautiful, so beautiful. And she said, Haridas, I've heard a lot about you. You are definitely the man for me. I will give you everything. You'll be the ruler of the world if you want. I can do this. Mahamaya. She says, I can do this. So Haridas said, yes, maybe you can do this, but I'm not really attracted to any of this. So she said, no, Haridas, you don't understand what I can give you. I can deliver anything to you. And he said, well, can you give me mukti? Can you give me liberation? She said, well, no, I cannot give that. I don't have that. He said, well, can you give me love of God? She said, no, I can't do that either. He said, no, you can give me his material things. I'm not really satisfied by that. And then she revealed herself that she was Mahamaya. She said, Haridas, I just came to test you. You passed the test. And she blessed him like that. And this will be the end of my little discourse. Maharaj will take over from here and give us the very nectarous ambrosial lila and katha.
Everybody, Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Again. Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Again, Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Raise your hand. Chant Hare Krishna Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. No. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Hare Krishna Mahamantra Sankirtan. All glories to Brahma Sampradaya, all glories to Haridas Thakur, all glories to Bhakti, Vedanta Baraha Maharaj, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories. So today, very auspicious day. Haridas Thakur Nirjan. And now full moon started. After 4 p.m. full moon means Vishwarup. Vishwarup Shana. Therefore I say. So very auspicious. So anyway, let us talk about Haridas Thakur Maharaj. Already introduced us Haridas Thakur's charisma, Haridas Thakur's little bit pastimes. Actually, whatever Maharaj explained about the pastimes of Haridas Thakur, Brahma, it was the desire of Supreme Lord Krishna, Brahma Viman Lila. How Brahma kept all the calf. The reason is there because all the cows in Vrindavan, they had strong desire to feed Krishna. All the gopis, the cowherd boys, mother, they had also desire to feed Krishna by their own hand. In order to fulfill their desire, the Krishna manifests such pastimes. Brahma was instrument. So therefore Krishna expand with different form of as it is, the calf and cowherd boys. 1 year Krishna fulfill all his devotees' desire, cow and gopis. So it was not like a Brahma's mistake. Devotees sometimes you can see they are manifesting some wrong thing, right? Actually you have to know that is the desire of Lord. In our conception it may wrong, but if you look the devotional vision, it is right. In that way we have to look. You cannot blame that Brahma made mistake. But Brahma felt to do some atonement. In order to do atonement, where he made meditation, sit for meditation, that place Lord Chaitanya appeared. It's Antadip. Jogapith temple, Mayapur Dham, that is the place. Therefore that place name is Antadip. Antam is inner feeling to do some atonement. In order to do some atonement, you are sitting for meditation over there. And in meditation, Lord appeared in his heart with golden complexion, Lord. And he explained that what he's supposed to do for atonement. Soon I am coming down here with this form, golden form. And I want you to help me. Therefore Chaitanya Charitamrita clearly explained about this Chaitanya's plan, Lord Chaitanya's plan, that Haridas Dara Korilen Nam Mahatma Pachar, Shunatan Dara Korilen Bhakti Siddhantar Vichar, Shrup Dara Korilen Radha Krishner Rasha Prema Lila, Ke Bujite Pare Ei Gambhir Chaitanyer Khala. Through Haridas Thakur, Lord Chaitanya expand the glories of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Nam Mahatma Prachar. And Sanatan, he composed the devotional law book, Hari Bhakti Vilas. And Rupa Goswami, through Rupa Goswami, he composed different pastimes of Radha Krishna. The different devotee appear, when a different associate of Supreme Lord appear for helping Lord, whatever he want to do, just helping his pastimes. In that way, you have to look. So Haridas Thakur was very special character for this Kali Yuga, when Lord Chaitanya manifesting first time that he wants to distribute his love without discrimination amongst the caste and creed, among the Brahmin and among the boy and girls or whatever, male, female, without any discrimination. He wants to distribute his love. The love is Harinam. Divine loving form, the Golokera Premodhana Harinama Sankirtana. The transcendental about Golok Vrindavan, that divine loving wealth appear in the form of Harinam Sankirtan. That Sankirtan, Harinam Sankirtan, Haridas Thakur expands his glories. So once there is an incident happened, what snake charmer. You know this in Bengal, there is a snake charmer. I also saw when I used to be in our village. You know this, Lord Shiva has Dugdugi. I don't know the name. English called?
Tambuka.
Tambuka? So there you have that.
The drum?
Drum. Damru. Whatever. So that they will play like this, or they will play some Nagin flute. They have several snake. They'll with the hood, they will play. That I saw when I was little boy in our village in Howrah. Howrah is near Calcutta. I grew up there. So that I saw. So such type of snake charmer still may be available in Bengal. I don't know now or not, but may be available. The snake charmer, he was chanting with the Nagin flute with the Kaliyo Nagalila. How Kaliyo and Krishna was dancing. With the Nagin flute he is playing. To hear that, Haridas Thakur faint. As soon as Haridas Thakur faint, then what happened? That everybody rushing and respecting Haridas Thakur. Then one Brahmin, he saw, oh, people are respecting Haridas, that I can do so also. In a fake manner, he also fainted. A snake charmer, he realized who is fake, who is real. Then he took a stick and whipped so much to the fake Brahmin, fake, which manifesting fake paint. Then he left.
Ran away.
A better way. So fake things means fake thing in devotional practice, not allowing. Everything should realize. And it will appear from our bottom of our heart. We cannot just imitate. We have to realize. So Haridas Thakur is such personification. He was showing us simplicity. He was showing us the reality in this Kali Yuga. Reality in this age of turmoil, Kali Yuga, is only chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is reality. And here this Maharaj, whatever explained the pastimes about Lakshahira, after 3 days she felt guilty. Why? The 2 days she was listening pure name from pure devotees. And that sound vibration is digging her heart. all the dirt of her heart had been cleaned. Therefore, third day he felt guilty and she surrendered to him. And then she explained the real fact. The Ramchandra Kha actually sent her here. The Haridas Thakur said, I know about it. I'm just waiting for you to actually deliver. And she become great Mahanti. Mahanti means great holy person, sadhu. That Haridas Thakur have so many pastimes. Mahaprabhu once he explained to Haridas and Nityananda, Suno Suno Nityananda, Suno Haridas. Oh Haridas, oh Nityananda, listen. Sarvatra Amaragga, Karaho Prakash, all over will spread my order. What is the order? What is the order? Bala Krishna, Bhaja Krishna,
Krishna Sikha.
Prati Ghare Ghare Giye, Karo Ei Bhikha. Go door to door and beg. What you beg? Money? No. Bala Krishna, Bhaja Krishna, Karo Krishna Sikha. Chant, Bala Krishna means chant Harinam. Bala Krishna, Bhaja Krishna, serve Krishna. Karo Krishna Shiksha means read Krishna's books. That's it. So Haridas Thakur Nityananda Prabhu did so. So when Haridas Thakur, just today, a very special day, Haridas Thakur was in where? Siddha Bakul. Jagannath Puri, such a humility. He doesn't want to be near to Jagannath temple. He wants to see Jagannath as a dome only. But he felt that he is impure, so untouchable. If its shadow touch with any Brahmin priest of Jagannath, then everything will be impure. So he used to stay at Kashi Vishwanath Akivala. Kashi Akivala. There is a place, Siddha Bakul, that place he used to stay. Siddha Bakul place, when Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya heard that Haridas he is manifesting illness first time. He is really sick. So he sent Govinda. Govinda Radhakanta's prasad. Radhakanta means Gambhira. Deity name is Radhakant. Radhakanta prasad. Lunch offering Raj prasad. Bring for Haridas Thakur. So what? Then he saw Haridas Thakur lying down and very mild manner he was chanting Manda Mando Uchchari Harina Uchchari Harina. Manda Manda means actually very soft manner chanting Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Then Govinda says, Govinda means Mahaprabhu's godfather as well as servant. Both are Ishwar's disciples, Kasishwar and Govinda. Both are Mahaprabhu's godfather. They took Harinam, they took initiation from Ishwarapuri. Ishwarapuri sent both of them, Kasishwar and Govinda. But Kasishwar, what he does, that he, before coming to Mahaprabhu, before he went all the pilgrimage, then he come back. But Govinda immediately come, because Guru's order. Therefore Mahaprabhu accept Govinda, not Kasishwar. So that Govinda brought prasad according to the order of Lord Chaitanya, Haridas Thakur said, this, I am not able to honor it, but you brought the Mahaprasad, how can I ignore it? So I'll take agrancha. Agrancha means just little bit, middle finger, ring finger and thumb finger. Because Mahaprasad Bhakti Matrena Bhakshana. As soon as Mahaprasad offered you, then you have to honor. If you really think it is Mahaprasad, we have to honor it. There is a question of the ignoring. So he agrancho. Then Govinda asking why. Then he says, actually I am not able to finish my round. How can I take it? Like Maharaj, every day 32 rounds finish, then he will take. He was telling me today, early morning, I said, Maharaj, you can take. I need some time to finish my morning ritual. No, Maharaj, I have to finish also 32 rounds. Anyway, so everybody has some, lobby, ritual, morning ritual lobby. So Haridas Thakur also lobby was that 3 lakhs he has to chant, then he should eat. So he did not finish. He is not able to finish, so therefore he is not taking prasadam. So Govinda back to Gambhira and conveyed the message to Lord Chaitanya, and Lord Chaitanya came immediately and explained, you are old, your body is weak, you have to look after and reduce your number. Then what he said, Haridas Thakur says, my body perfect, but mind is weak. You can see our mind become weak. Therefore, you can see, although physically we have lots of power, but we are not. We are always giving excuse not to chant, even 16 rounds. Brother Kishore, how many rounds you are chanting? Look. So this is the problem. So in that way, Haridas Thakur teaching us. Our mind is weak. I remember in the Bhakti Keval Udulami Maharaj. Bhakti Keval Udulami Goswami Maharaj, Bakbajar Gaudiya Math. I used to go, that temple when I was student. Because it's near. I used to study in Howrah Maidan, and from there, by ferry, 40 paise you can reach Bakbajar Ghat, the Ganga. That's from the cross this, just cross the road, then Bakbajar Gaudiya Math. So I used to go there. So Urulavi Maharaj said that actually physically ill is the best day for chanting. You can lie down on the bed and you can chant. And if you just look, Haridas Thakur also saying the same thing. Mentally I am okay.
Physically
I'm okay, but mentally I'm sick. I'm not able to chant. So anyway, then Haridas Thakur actually request Lord Chaitanya, Prabhu, is it possible for you to fulfill my desire, last desire? Yes. And then is Lord Chaitanya say, whatever Lord desire, Krishna's Ichha, what is the desire of Lord Krishna, it will eventually happen. He himself, Krishna, he never say, I am Krishna, I will fulfill your desire. He never say like that. So what happened? Just to look. Then he said, Prabhu, it will be too much separation for me to see your physical departure, disappearance. Departure, not disappearance. So I want, please allow me to leave this body before you. Your pastimes, no, your disappearance pastime. Then next, in the time of my physical departure, I want to keep your 2 feet on my chest. And I want to see your Chad Vadan, like full moon face. And I want to chant your name, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. In that manner, I want to leave my body. Please fulfill my desire. Mahaprabhu says, whatever desire of Krishna, it will going to happen. So exactly after few days, there is no mention after the incident, how many days after. Maybe next day, maybe few days. So, Lord Chaitanya, right time, appear with so many devotees, exalted personalities. Bhakti Pandit, Mukundo, everybody come over there. Gopinath, everybody come. And the surroundings, Lord, when Haridas Thakur's body, they are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra Sankirtan. And perfect time, Lord Chaitanya came near the Haridas Thakur and came according to the desire of Haridas Thakur, Mahaprabhu fulfilling all his desire. Just kept his lotus feet on his chest. Do you like that? And see, like full moon face, Chad Vadan, like full moon face, Mahaprabhu's face like a full moon, bright. And 2 eyes focusing there on the face. And tongue is chanting Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. And left it. As soon as he left his body, then her Lord Chaitanya says, Sunno Hoila Medini. Medini means this universe become empty. Why? Just to look about Raya Ramananda's and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's conversation. Dukkho madhye kon dukkho hoy guru taro. Then what he said? Krishna bhakto viroha vina dukkho nai taro. Among all the distress, what is the most severe distress? Then he says, separation of pure devotees. We cannot compare. So therefore Lord Chaitanya himself arranged his ceremony, Samadhi ceremony.
On the beach.
Now he took his body, dancing, surrounding all this Jagannath Puri Dham. After that, he put it, Samadhi, on the beach. Haridas Thakur Samadhi still you can see. That Haridas Thakur Nirjan. Nirjan means disappearance. Disappearance means we should feel separation. Separation. Why we are not feeling separation? Are you feeling separation? Tell me truth.
Little bit.
Little bit.
After think.
Why? Just to know, no relation, no separation. How we are able to establish relation? One person can establish the relation with his service. No service, no relation, no separation. Like you can see then in cremation gown, this in India, so many cremate place, cremation. There is so many people, you can see, people are there, dead body maybe 4, 5 dead body there, they're in the queue. Only few people crying, and everybody are there but not crying. Why? Because they don't have separation. They don't have relation. They don't have separation. Who is crying? Who is loyal? Like loyal children, they are crying. If a person have children, they are loyal, they will feel crying. No, because father and children, they have some relationship, right? Father look after children, children look after father. When the physical departure, it's a temptation is there. So therefore, we have to understand all our Guru Varga, just Sundarananda was chanting. Jayanilo Primodhana Kuruna. I was asking him, do you really want to enter in fire flame? Do you really want to hit your head on the rock out of separation? This song is there. Pasane kutiva mata. Mata means head. Kutiva means hitting. Anole means fire. Anole pro, she will enter in the fire flame. Is it possible? Like a parrot, as a parrot, we can chant. But the reality is not there. Why? Because our heart is not ready to serve our parampara. Our heart, we are keeping somewhere else. But Raghunath Das Goswami, when Rupa Goswami Path physically disappeared, that time what he said? Baktho tundayati kundang. What time is it?
5.
What about 8:30? 8:30. You have to tell me. Baktho tundayati kundang. Girindra jagarati. Shunnayati mahagashtam. Shirupang virahinami. Backgrow, tiger. Tundo, fish. Tiger fish. What? Kunda. Which Kunda? Radha Kunda. The Radha Kunda means the topmost place for all Gaudiya Vaishnava, because Radha Kund water is not ordinary water. It is Radharani's melted form of Radharani's love. Is Radha Kund water. That place is the most important, attractive place for all Gaudiya Vaishnava. And Raghunath Das Goswami, he is the Acharya of Prem. Radharani Prema Rupaya, embodiment of Prem, love, divine love. And that Acharya Raghunath Das Goswami, Acharya of Prem, Prajan Tattva, ultimate prajan, ultimate need, is Prem. The Raghunath Das Goswami is Acharya of Prem. Sanatana Goswami Acharya of Sambandha. Sambandha is relation. And Rupa Goswami Acharya of Bhakti, devotion, Avidya. And Raghunath Das Goswami Acharya of Prem. He is a Premacharya, and he is telling that Radha Kund is like a tiger fish.
Tiger's mouth.
Backgrow Tundayati Kunda, tiger mouth. Backgrow Tundayati Kundam. And next, Haridasa Varja, Girindra. Girindra means Giriraj hill, Giriraj Govardhan. It's like also great place for all of us. You can see there's so many devotees there, circumambulance, almost every day.
Every day.
Every day. Maharaj also become devotee because of Giriraj Parikrama. You can ask him. I am not telling you any time. On the way he was explaining how he become devotee. He came as a religious
Seeker.
seeker, religious seeker, spiritual seeker. And then he came and he saw the parikrama going on. He started to do parikrama. Then he met Bhaman Goswami Maharaj, and he took shelter. Right? He was telling me. So this is so many people are still nowadays. Still, they are circumambulance the Giriraj Govardhan. Why? Giriraj Haridasa Varja. Three Haridasa Varja. Haridasa Varja means greatest devotee of Lord. Yudhishthir Maharaj Haridasa Varja, Giriraj Haridasa Varja, Uddhav Haridasa Varja. Three. Varja means greatest. No one can ever. So three Haridasa Varja, one of Giriraj.
But Giriraj is
But
number one.
number one Giriraj. But our Gurudev used to worship Giriraj like Krishna.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that Giriraj, like a python, in the vision of Raghunath Das Goswami, the python, it's such a great place for all Gaudiya Vaishnava. It become python, fish. Do you see python? I saw in Australia, Murulumba, the python is, oh my God, big. They said this is mall. And the Prabhu says, don't worry Maharaj, he will not do anything. Until you are not giving me disturbance, he will not do anything. Just be quiet. No, I don't like to go. Go back. You know this garden, one forest, one devotee took me to look over all the forest. It was raining a little bit, and I saw one python, just round, and from ground here, this much, just round. And then, oh my God, if he's just angry and running towards me, that I don't like to die in Australia, Murulumba. I like to go. What happened? I like to go. Oh, private. I like to go from here, Prabhu. Let me go back to your home. The python, it's huge python. Like they can just inhaling, they're taking all the animals, goat, whatever. It's taking all in the mouth. So python, such python, Giriraj Govardhan. Why? Because of separation of Rupa Goswami. And Sunnata Mahagashtam. All the Vrindavan, 24 hours, non-stop. Krishna manifesting his pastime. That is explained. Kalpa Brikshama born, full of wistful flint trees. And Krishna manifests his pastime constantly. But that Acharya, great Acharya Raghunath Das Goswami's vision says, everything empty. Sunnata Mahagashtam. Mahagashtam means all Pratibhumi. It's empty. Sirupam Virahina me. This Viraha, this separation. Today we're supposed to feel separation. But what is your separation? Just we know a parrot today is Haridas Thakur Nirjan. That's all we know. But Mahaprabhu also showing us separation, right? Jugaitanga nimeshana chakshusha pravishayitang shunnayate jagat sarvam Govinda virahe name. Govinda viraho. Govinda viraho. Do you have that? Before. His name is Mayapur Bipod. Bipod means danger.
Puro naam Bipod
Bipod
Bhanjan.
Bhanjan, what is it? Everybody knows Bipod. Everybody know him Bipod. But if it's a Bipod Bhanjan, no one knows. But if it's a Bipod, the people know. If it's a Vrindavan, no one knows. Am I right?
Right.
Huh? So I know him before. So look, that it's very, we should look our devotional progress with the feeling. Our inner feeling can make us understand what is the stage of our devotion. Inner feeling is zero, not feeling just like spending our time. We have to know devotional progress is still backward position. Mahaprabhu explained, Jugaitanga Nimeshan, one blink of eyes, make him feel like a one Jugopasha. Jugaitanga Nimeshan, Chakshusha Pravishayita, blink of eyes. No? Shunna the Jagat Sarvang, all universe empty. Why? Govinda. Separation of Govinda. So whole practice, our Gaudiya Vaishnavas practice based on separation. You have to know. No separation, we have to feel that we are still under process, not yet success. When you feel separation, then you can see Nayanang Galadashadharaya Badanang Gadgadarudhaya Gira Pulakai Nichitang Bopu Kadata Bonamo Gohone Bhavishyati, full of tears. Hare, full of tears. We'll feel, hey Radhe. Where is Radha? We just pair of times, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare, this word will remind us Radharani's beautiful form. Hare means, Hare, this word indicating Srimati Radharani. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur adding, in that way Bhaktivinoda adding there, the Radharani is our Acharya, is Guru. We have to get blessings of Radharani first. How? We have to beg from the bottom of our heart, Hey Radhe, mat chittam hritva bhavabandhanam unumochanam. Hey Radhe, Hey Acharya, mat chittam. You can see our present position of our consciousness, our present position of our mind, our present heart. This all chit means, chitta means connected to chit. Chit is soul, right? And soul has subtle body, mind, intelligence, false ego. You can see how much powerful with us. False ego, if someone say you are rascal, Sundaram immediately take my call, 911 and this is the person, foolish guy coming from India, so take arrested them. You'll do that, right? Huh? Because our ego. Our ego is such a high, we are not able to tolerate anything. But tolerance is our main principles. No tolerance, it is very difficult to observe devotion, devotional practice. And humility. What is humility? No humility, no tolerance. Yeah? That is the main problem nowadays in Vaishnava community. Therefore, you can see there is so much controversy, so much group in the same unit, so many groups, so many discrimination. So, the intellectual society, when you go there, they are asking, hey, you guys are talking about love, but you don't have love amongst each other. How can, what's your love? Where is your love? It's very difficult. So chit connections with chit, when it means transcendental. Atma, coming from transcendental. Atma, subtle body. Mind, intelligence, false ego. Mon, buddhi, ahankar. So, we have to always check with ourselves. It is really fixing towards Lord services or fixing our sense gratification. How much attach those things for our sense gratification, that much anger, that much lust is there. Infatuation, magic going on. You can see whole world magic going on. So therefore we have to always think about how much we are progress in our spiritual path. Bhaktivinoda Thakur explained why we are not feeling separation, why we are not feeling anything with chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Just like a parrot we are chanting. Sometimes we are trying to give some excuse not to chant, right? But we're supposed not to give an excuse. Supposed to, if someone says Sundarananda, go to the, and before there is a town hall in the city, in Honolulu city, there is a town hall. Donald Trump came here with the American passport. He will give you $100,000 as a donation. No need to give back. You'll sit here or go there. What will do? They are looking at each other. What will do?
I'm thinking.
There's no thinking.
Everybody go, it's empty. Because this is our attachment. We have to look in that. Such incident happen, what our mind goes, what our intelligence goes. Therefore, Matchittam Hitva Bhavabandhanam. My chitta means my mind, my intelligence, my false ego, my heart, materially bound condition. This is the meaning. Matchittam hitva, bhava means material, bandhan means bound. What we pray? Unmochanam, please open the bound condition. As soon as our prayer, rather than listen, then it will, okay, open that. Then we are able to reach Krishna. Actually last year when I came to the program in this, that place, Community College, that place, I also explained that fixing our mind, spiritual practice means fixing our mind. So fixing our mind, where to fix? Our mind fixing for our sense gratification desire, for fulfilling the sense gratification desire, right? But we're supposed to fix where? Fix our Lord services. Who is your Lord? Krishna. Who says so? Krishna is Lord. Brahma says. Who is Brahma? Who is Brahma? Brahma is incarnation of passion of Lord Krishna. Krishna's incarnation, mode of passion. With the mode of passion he created all of us. So, we cannot just ignore what Brahma says. Brahma says Ishvara Parama Krishna. Therefore we have to believe Krishna is our God. So Haridas Thakur, he appeared here and he just showing us by according to the desire of Lord Chaitanya, just Hare Krishna Mahamantra chanting is the most easiest way or path to fix our mind towards Radha Krishna. And it is whenever we become success to fix our mind for the service of Radha Krishna, for the service of his devotees, for the service of his universe, for the service of his family, everything belongs to him. If you say, this is my family, I don't believe that. His family is Krishna's family, right? He belongs to Krishna. His wife belongs to Krishna. Everybody belongs to Krishna. But everybody have different ashram. They are fulfilling the ashram criteria. The Maharaj is sannyas, right?
Right.
Sannyas. So,
Grihastha.
I asked him, did you call your home? He said, no. No way. I said, why? I said, sannyas. Sannyas means what? Sannyas means actually sammak rupe nas. Sammak means proper form of nas. Nas is two ways. One is established, one is renounced. What we establish? Mukunda Seva, serve to Lord Krishna, 24 hours. And renounce what we renounce? Material attachment. That is sannyas. Householder, they should everything that they perform the business, they perform everything, establish family, marriage, conceiving child, everything based on Krishna services. Nothing other business will be there. Because the whole universe belongs to Krishna. We're supposed to feel separation of Krishna. Krishna himself appeared in the form of Lord Chaitanya and he said, Jugaitam animeshana chakshusha pavishayitam shunnayate jagat sarvam govinda virahina me. Because of the Govinda separation, my one blink of eyes filling me like one juga pass away. It's not easy. But we have to reach that destiny. That is our goal of practice. Goal of practice. So this way we should try our best that, think about Haridas Thakur, think about Rup Sanatan, think about yesterday was Bhakti Thakur's appearance day. Then before was Bhavan
Before
Jiva Goswami. So many. Day by day we have to look, to think about the exalted personality. They are not ordinary person. Jiva Goswami was Vilas Manjari. Bhakti Thakur was Kamala Manjari. Bhavan Dev, why he appeared here? everything have significance. Just to think about, you also appear a wife. There's a significance is there. Not to just waste your time, because human life is the one life Lord give us only intelligence, no instinct, and free will. He gave us free will, intelligence, and no instinct. But all, apart from all human being, everybody have instinct. Just to think about it. Why? No instinct. Because Lord give us flexibility. You can believe God, you can reject God. You may say, I'm theist, I'm atheist. You may do both. But what's your intelligence says? What's your purpose to be here in this universe with this human form? What purpose? If you look, then you can see our main purpose to fix our mind to our Lord's service. Why? Because where is your attachment, you will go, the next life you will go there. Your mind attached to us material things, you have to come down here in the material world again and again with different form. If you attach to us Lord's services, this can happen in every ashram. Just ashram, everything, if you look, everything belongs to Krishna. My daughter, Krishna's daughter, Krishna gave me that 2 children, or 3 children, whatever, 2, 3 children, whatever. So I have to look after them as the Krishna's children. Whatever we perform, whatever we spend time behind them with such idea, all will turn to a Vaishnava Seva. You understand what I say? The Vaishnava Seva is Vaishnava Seva and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra Mahaprabhu said. Just to follow through, then we can reach Krishna's lotus feet. That is Mahaprabhu said. Prabhu kahe Vaishnava Sevan Krishna Nama Sankirtan Dui Kara Pave Krishna Charan. Only follow through. So if before Vrindavan Prabhu performed that way, that maintained that samsara family in that way, so whatever he will do, his mind fixing. And if she say, oh, this is my daughter, my wife, my home, my business, my money, everything, my, how much we are attached to my, that many period, that many, how much it will stuck in our consciousness, that many period of time we have to come down here in this material world with different form. No one can allow us to be free. We have to. Therefore, our previous teachers, Guru Varga, they gave us Harinam. Why? Hare Krishna, think about it. Radha Krishna, fixing your mind. Nam, Rup, Gom, Lila, Parikar, Vaishishta. Think about gradually. When you fix your mind, then you can see the deliver. Hare Krishna.
I just want to ask you one question. It's okay to go to get that $100,000 if you're going to use it for the temple. Yeah?
What?
It's okay to go get that $100,000 if you're going to use it for the temple. You said about Trump was going to
বলছে
give
যে $1,00,000
I said
যে
it's okay
ট্রাম্প
to go get it as long as
Oh,
you
আচ্ছা,
ওটা
ট্রাম্প,
নিয়ে
আচ্ছা,
এসে ওই
ডলার
টাকাটা নিয়ে এসে মন্দিরের কাজে লাগালে কি
Sure,
হবে
you know when
ওনার
he's
প্রশ্ন
gonna do that.
টাইম ইজ 8:35
Can I just ask, One, three very short questions.
Louder, please. Huh?
Yeah, about Lord Nityananda. I was just wondering because you mentioned in the class that when we don't have relation, so we don't have no separation, there is no kind. So my question is, it's a very simple question, but there is so much of disagreement, and
What is it?
why we need both? Why do we need both? Shri Guru, mercy, and also Lord Nityananda.
First of all, you have to know the root cause.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have lots of unwanted mundane desire on our thought.
Mm-hmm.
But Krishna wants to bestow his mercy to all of us. So, Guru Tattva is like one boat, a media. So, Krishna's mercy comes down to us through Guru. Of course, Guru should be pure devotee, not like fake Guru. Therefore, Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Guru Krishna Roop on Shastre Pramane, Guru Rupe Krishna Kipa Karen Bhakti. Now Krishna appeared in the form of Guru and bestowing his mercy to all of us because of our anartha. Because our anartha is so many, that the main anartha is our false identity. Then false greediness, as he says, I have to think about it, to go there to collect money or not. And as he says, if I give it to the temple, the Krishna don't need money. Krishna wants devotion, right? Krishna needs devotion. You know this Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he has no temple. He used to stay bank of Ganga under a small hut. Hut was surrounded by palm leaf, very humble, put it. Humble heart, you can say. But once he called one private doctor from Navadvip, when doctor came, doctor thought maybe Babaji Maharaj is sick, but Babaji Maharaj sitting outside, and doctor was standing there and confused why Babaji Maharaj called me. Then Babaji Maharaj said, my Gaur Nita is sick, go and check. Then Babaji Maharaj, actually doctor become confused. Gaur Nita made with, Nimu, how it becomes sick. Then Babaji Maharaj tell, hey, doctor, I just told you, go and check. What happened? The doctor really done, with typical manner, will go there and just, there's lots of doubt, really how it becomes sick. It's just, that's how it's the heart, body and heart, fever. Then Babaji was asking him, do you see anything? Yes, he has fever. Give him medicine. Come tomorrow. Then he come tomorrow, then he said, then the doctor said, no fever anymore. So deity alive with devotion, not in temple. Not with any opulence. Loving devotion, deity wants. Am I clear? Hey, I don't know your name.
Nagapatni does.
Huh?
Nagapatni.
No.
वो चंद्रा मानते हैं चंद्रा
So the logic we may have, but we should think about what is most important. So many histories there. I don't like to explain now. In the near future. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Bhakti Bodhayan Maharaj ki jai.
5 मिनट कीर्तन करो 5 मिनट বাজা
5 মিনিট কথার পরে যদি কীর্তন না হয় কিন্তু পাজামা পরেছো মানে কি কুর্তা পরেছো কিন্তু
পায়জামা পরিনি
5 মিনিট করে তো
5 মিনিট এই ধরে